Hello everyone. I did a video yesterday on Turkish inflation, which has hit now 36%. Um, Situation is getting pretty bad over there, and people are resorting to, dumpster diving for food. But today, I'm going to talk about how the president is trying to pilfer whatever money that is left before things go hyperinflationary. So yeah, let's go through this article. Traders puzzled by bizarre mystery as Turkish central bank inexplicably posts unprecedented $10 billion profit on last day of 2021. So according to Bloomberg, the monetary authority disclosed an annual loss of around 70 billion liras, which is almost $5.2 billion on December 30th, but just a day later ended the year with 60 billion liras of profit, an unprecedented change of fortunes in a single day, according to the daily balance sheet. So they were losing $5.2 billion a day before, and then they suddenly were in 60 billion liras of profit. In February, Ministry of Treasury and Finance, as central bank's biggest stakeholder, will begin collecting much of that sum as dividends. And this is something to remember. The Ministry of Treasury is the one which will be reaping the dividends on this so-called profit. The biggest winner, President himself. After all, he's the de facto government of Turkey because in February the Ministry of Treasury and Finance, both of which are populated by president's cronies and are the central bank's biggest stakeholders, will begin collecting much of that sum as dividends. So yeah, ultimately it's just the games they are playing to just enrich them. The bizarre and unexplained profit came after president unveiled measures meant to compensate lira investors for any losses, a move which sparked a furious surge in the lira, which, however, was also catalyzed by a huge buying spree by the central bank, which rushed to stabilize the lira, effectively leaving itself without net foreign exchange reserves. So yeah, so they dumped bunch of foreign reserves to strengthen the lira, and that's what they are saying help them make these profits. Even with this gross manipulation, the Turkish currency slid 44% against the dollar last year, largely as the central bank, egged on by president, slashed its benchmark rate by 500 basis points in September, a move which we contend is part of president's master plan to leave the Turkish economy in ruins so that his own personal embezzlement of billions cannot be traced. The result has been a plunge of president's popularity, and this is because of high inflation they're talking about here. As 2023 elections approach, and speculation among some that president is rushing to pillage the rest of the Turkish wealth because he disappears forever. So yesterday, in my video, I showed a chart where the inflation, where basically it was showing the inflation over last 20, 30 years. Last time the inflation was this high was before 2003, just before this president, through the older regime, and became the president. So he can see the writing on the wall that now it's his turn to get replaced. According to a separate Bloomberg report, companies boosted their foreign currency. So now one question that comes to mind is because of the measures taken by the central bank of Turkey to strengthen the dollar or strengthen the lira, have they really worked? In other words, are people buying lira more and selling the foreign exchange because they think that these measures will really work in long term in favor of lira? Um, According to separate Bloomberg report, companies boosted their foreign currency holdings by around $1.6 billion in the 7 days through December 24th. So it looks like those measures are not working. Companies are buying foreign exchange, taking advantage of the rally that saw the lira almost double in the value that week. While household trimmed their position by just over 100 million, it hardly put a dent in total foreign currency deposit, which rose to a record 239 billion according to latest central bank data. So yes, so the total foreign the currency deposits um, are very high and increasing. Only few households sold their foreign exchange and converted into lira, so around $100 million equivalent. Yeah, so luckily, at the current pace of interventions, the central bank will soon be out of manipulation firepower. Turkish gross reserve stands at 110.9 billion, yet net reserves, which many economists use as a gauge of how much firepower policymakers have at their disposal, is just 8.6 billion, meaning the president has at most 2 to 3 weeks left before he loses all control of the lira. And this is the key point to remember. They have basically firepower left of worth $8.6 billion, and at this rate, it will be spent in next 2 to 3 weeks. And if president is hell bent on pillaging, pilfering whatever is left in the coffers of central bank, then don't be surprised that there are fireworks in lira in just matter of couple of weeks. And even if they are able to delay it a bit longer, it seems like um, they are just end of the road basically. This is the end of the road, and they won't be able to push it much longer. So yeah, I've been doing way too many articles on Turkey, and it looks like the final end game for Turkish lira has started. Well, please share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.